Hey, yo, and welcome to another episode of With Enough Prep Time. I'm your host, the Nerd Man, and today we're talking about the announcement of the Black Superman. Now, I already did another video on this and kind of got distracted along the way because I had a viewer who, is a really cool guy, wanted to have a talk with me. So, I let him on the stream, but I really wanted to go over what I actually feel about this, because there's a lot like I didn't really get to say, and I kind of almost forgot like a lot of what I wanted to say because it just got distracted. What I want to say, like the main thing that I want to get at here is we have a problem, and the problem, and this is the main problem. Where is this DCEU going without a Superman at the center of its universe? Without a real Clark Kent, proper, iconic Superman at the center of it? What do they think is going to happen, WB? I don't understand. Like, look, there's a lot of talk about, well, is this a distraction from the Snyder Cut? Or is this like, Warner Brothers being spiteful? Well, if this is them being spiteful, it's being spiteful, cutting your nose to spite your face. It's the most ridiculous type of spite, because this announcement is controversial. Look, I'm going to be fucking honest with you. I've looked at this guy's writing. I've tried to, I've assessed his writing, and the guy isn't even, to me, like a technically good writer. I don't know that he can write a script that is, he written. I'm looking at his IMDb here. I'll go and I'll have a look at his comics later, but from the things that I read of his that he wrote, I was not seeing the extreme kind of, even the basic writing talent to be able to pull this off. Writers who can pull this off. The guy who just did, and I'm not saying it has to be a black writer, but I'm saying if you're going to go in that direction for some reason and do a crazy idea like a black Superman, why not go for the writers of the film One Night in Miami, or the writer of 12 Years a Slave, who's recently done, he's recently been writing comics. Why would you go for this guy who's written, like, from what I've heard, received Captain America comic and a not very well received Black Panther comic. So the writer of One Night in Miami, Kemp Powers, why is AJ going for him, who just recently is being Oscar-nominated? And he's, these are films. I believe this was produced by HBO Max. He's written Star Trek Discovery, which doesn't bode well. But One Night in Miami is fucking excellent. He wrote Soul as well, which I believe was well received. Am I correct in that? Yeah, what Soul was well received as well. Why? It blind this guy up. Apparently they want Michael B. Jordan for some reason to play Superman, and that's why they've got this writer, because they've been like desperately going after Michael B. Jordan. I mean, there seems to be a road or a path of least resistance in this, which is make Michael Jordan into Green Lantern, into John Stewart. That would be great. Do a John Stewart movie, vehicle starring fucking Michael B. Jordan. Doesn't that make more sense? I mean, what is going on, Warner Brothers? What is going on? You could do a whole new Michael B. Jordan set. He's the hero, Versinestro, Lantern Corps, the whole thing with fucking Michael B. Jordan. get like black talent, black writers to help write and script that movie. Why Superman? And again, I'm saying this to the I don't him. You know, you if someone's stupid enough to give you a job that you're not the farm, but to Ta-Nehisi Coates, you know, and sorry, I think it's J.J. Abrams. I don't even think this guy. Honestly, I'm gonna start reading his comics just to make sure, you know, I'm not being unfair on him. I don't want to go into any of the racial things apparently he said, because a lot of people are saying that, and I want to find out context. The little bit I've read of what he said was outrageous, but I don't know the full context, what the book was, what he was trying to say. But the little bit I read, I will at least you know, divulge this, that it was outrageous. He said something about 9/11 and first respondents and all of this kind of thing. So I'm sure many of you have heard of that. If you haven't heard of it, there you can go and look up Ta-Nehisi Coates on 9/11. That being said, I don't know the context. I don't know what he was writing about. I don't know anything. So I'm not going to judge him on that just yet. It looks bad. I'll see what he had to say. I'm also going to be having a good look at his Captain America run and see, you know, because Captain America has some Superman-esque qualities. So maybe there's something there. But from what I've seen, my main issue really is, one, is this guy up to snuff? Because there's plenty, if you want to get black writers to do, you know, I'm hoping just a Superman movie, not a necessarily like a black Superman movie. Just get them to do a Superman movie, and then you can have themes that you want to bring in modern day of things that are happening, so you can contextualize it or whatever. But make a Superman movie with Clark Kent the way Clark Kent is supposed to look and supposed to be. That's the bare, you know, the bare kind of basics of what you have to do with a Superman story. Especially at this point in time, we have not yet got a modern Superman story right, and you're already going in to this Superman story with just immediately on the wrong path. And the thing that bothers me, I know this guy, I can see this at the very least of Ta-Nehisi Coates. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. That clearly he is somebody, which is really unfortunate, that's going on in Hollywood, who privileges, I think, it seems to me, again, I've got to go and read those Captain America, but who privileges their message over the story. So they're there to send a message, not to tell a story, not to tell a story that has a message, right? There's a difference between telling a message using a story as opposing to tell a story where the story is more important that happens to also have a message. That's fine. Telling a story that also happens to have a message, absolutely fine in my books. Telling, having a message and using a story as just a vehicle that isn't, it's not even the story's that important. The message is much more important than the story. That's where you're going to get bad writing. And that's what I'm worried about with this movie and with this particular person. And that's not because he's black. I'm talking about anybody who does that. I'm worried about Christina Hodgins on the Flashpoint movie because of that. I'm worried about a lot of different writers when it comes to that kind of thing. So don't get it wrong. Because I'm going to be talking about the Flashpoint movie and all of the stupidness that seems to be going on in that as well. Final thing, I am not bashing you because I don't know you yet. I just have done some cursory research on Ta-Nehisi Coates. But one thing I want to make very, very clear before I go is that this is the wrong way to do representation. This is the kind of thing that sets representation back in film and cinema, because what you're going to do is you're going to piss off a bunch of people. Your box office is going to be terrible. You might get, I don't know, maybe, who knows, maybe there are many more black people that I don't know who just want to see a black Superman. I'm not sure about that. Maybe there is. But I can tell you what, there's going to be a lot of fans who just aren't going to go because of that. Now, you could call that racist, I suppose, but people are clamoring to see Superman done right, the classical Superman. And the classical Superman comes from Kansas. Kansas is filled with white people. I don't want to go into this, the logic of this again, right? But if you just deliver as a writer, I want to get this man because he's an absolute hero, this guy. And nobody knows that he was really the architect of the DCAU. Dwayne McDuffie was a big architect of the DCEU, one of the big writers. I'm challenging Ta-Nehisi Coates. This guy, Dwayne McDuffie, he did it right. He privileged the story and the characters and the iconography over putting any kind of message. But he still represented. He made sure, I'm going to get a Green Lantern in here, John Stewart. I'm going to develop him, flesh him out. Same with Martian Manhunter. Did a similar kind of thing. So I'm challenging Ta-Nehisi Coates to try and tell this. If you're good enough and you can do this, because Superman is important to a lot of people, try and do this. Do the classical Superman, do a good job. You can have some messages in there, but just try and stick to a classical Superman. And then tell WB, once you've made Superman a success, once you've rebooted and made Superman a success, then tell WB that you want 150 million to make any superhero you want. Go out there, make a Static Shock, make a even say you want to direct 3 different superhero movies with black characters, new black characters. So do one for Vixen, do one for Static Shock, something like that. Do that. The last thing I want to talk about, because I actually forgot about this, and we are on good time, is Henry Cavill. Now, a lot of people are out there saying that they want Henry Cavill back as Superman, and they're upset that this is getting in the way of Henry Cavill's return. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm completely, against Henry Cavill returning. Whereas I don't think he's as great as super people make out. I do. He can do a good Superman. He's a good Superman, I think. Somewhere between Man Steel's Superman that he did Injustice, but something in the middle, like the cartoony and the soccer mom or the edgelord version of Superman. I want something in between that, right? So, but my point is that what I want to keep banging on about this. Fine, if we can get a new Cavill Superman, great. If it's good, if they've got a good project, if they can bring back all of his cast who have long since moved on to other projects, or if they can recast his supporting cast or something like that. But there's a lot of baggage that comes with Henry Cavill. But if you can sort all of that out, Do a new Henry Cavill movie. I will support that. But here's the thing. All those people are going, oh, you know, they don't care about Superman because they're not bringing back Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is not more important than Superman. Superman is what's important. What we should be talking about is a reboot, or you know, or getting a Superman movie announced, getting a good Superman script, whatever that is. Look, they're doing a new Batman right now. There's a Batman in the, you know, once again, leading the charge, doing something original, doing something unique, getting a great director, getting great supporting cast, getting all of that. If that's what needs to be done with Superman, let that be done. Because I think a lot of the reason why we've been held up from getting a new Superman is because Henry Cavill is saying that he wants to be paid more for a new Superman than he actually deserved back then, because he wasn't a big movie star back then. Now, yeah, his price range should have gone up by now because he's been doing a lot of different roles. But he still hasn't, you know, he hasn't sold major tickets to anything, right? So, okay, Henry Cavill's a bigger star now, but when he was asking and demanding and holding Warner Brothers for ransom to play Superman again, when both of his Superman projects had basically failed, that is why Warner Brothers couldn't move forward with a new Henry Cavill starring vehicle of Man of Steel or Superman at that time. He was the one who decided not to turn up in Shazam because he didn't want to do it for less money than you know, I don't know how much money they were saying, but it was still quite a lot of money, but he thought he deserved more. Okay? Henry Cavill is not bigger than Superman. Superman is the character we need to get right. There are a lot of actors who can play fucking Superman, not just Henry Cavill. It's not like, you know, do you know what? It's crazy to me that there are all these people out here just going on and on and on. It's all like, oh my God, the reason why this is so sad is because Henry Cavill isn't coming back. Nah, mate. Henry Cavill ain't that important to me. I'm not in, you know, I don't know about you or whether you're in love with his body or what the fuck is your problem. Henry Cavill ain't that important. I would just as much rather see another actor, even the guy who was playing Darren Criss, who was in the recent Superman Man of Tomorrow animated show. He's a fucking fantastic actor. He's a much better actor than Henry Cavill. Straight up. I saw this guy in let's look at Darren Criss a sec. Where we go? Darren Criss, much fucking better. Much better. I'll take him as Superman. I would take this guy as Superman. He was good in that film, and he's been in what was he Emmy nominated for? He was doing like a lot of musical kind of stuff, but he's also Emmy nominated for like some stuff as well. So okay, he was in what the hell is that? So the most famous thing I saw him in was American Crime Story. What is this? Filmography. Okay, TV. Here we go. It's an American Horror Story, but he starred. He was also in Supergirl and Flash, but he starred in the assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. And let's see, how many nominations did he get for that? We'll find out. This guy is brilliant. I would take him. I would do a backflip if this guy was casted as Superman. And there's not just him. There's many more actors apart from Henry Cavill who can do this. I know, like, a lot of people who watch these movies only watch you only watch comic book movies. I watch kinds of movies. I watch all types of TV, and I'm telling you, there are a billion better actors than Henry Cavill Henry Cavill is a decent actor. Don't get it twisted that, oh, it's got to be Henry Cavill or nothing. Did this really not get any Emmy awards? That's crazy. He deserved an Emmy nomination if he didn't get an Emmy nomination, because he was fucking fantastic in it. I'm shocked that there was nothing nominated here. Is this because it's an episode? Okay. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Won 4 Golden Globes. So what is Cavill been nominated for? Can you remind? What's this? Winner, Golden Globe, Darren Criss. Winner. This guy he's a serious fucking actor. Let's see Henry Cavill. What has he been nominated for? Oscar, no, Golden Globe, anything like that? What's Henry Cavill's nominations? Oh, he's actually won something crazy. Oh, broadcast fit best actor in an action movie, Man of Steel. That's fucking insane. All right, yeah, Kids' Choice Awards, MTV Awards, yeah. Anyway, my point is fucking made. Look, Henry Cavill I wish him all the best. He's not necessarily my Superman, but he can do a Superman movie. I'll be happy for him to do a Superman movie. But let's not be like, oh, we've got to have Cavill or nothing, because if we keep going, we have to have Cavill or nothing else. This is what we get. We get like fucking crazy, desperate, oh, well, let's not do Superman. Let's do some alt-world, black Superman, and create that. That way we can say, oh, we're not recasting, Clark Kent, or we're just making a new Superman over here. That's what they're doing. Anyway, I'm done. I just had to get that off my chest. I'll see you on the flip side. I love you 3000. And also, please give me a high five, like and subscribe, and please comment. Thanks very much.